Creative control is the dream of any filmmaker. Final cut privileges and script control aren't common in industry films, leaving executives with the role of finalising a film rather than the creatives who worked on it. Where this rule doesn't apply is independent cinema. More specifically, films made by small production companies like Adult Swim and films created entirely for internet platforms like YouTube. YouTube and platforms like it have become a dominant form of media and a way for anyone with motivation to share their work in a way not possible pre-Y2K. With these new mediums for film, the authors of indie projects have even more freedom and control. It's with this new level of control that we see authorship playing a bigger role in projects and adding more to them in ways industry films just can't. Alan Resnick is the golden example of indie success. His work spans from YouTube series to Adult Swim short films and even some live shows.
My wife has hair.
It's when we look deeper into his projects that we see how limited oversight from big companies has allowed these films to be more unique and experimental. This House Has People in It and Unedited Footage of a Bear are Alan Resnick's two biggest projects. They were both made by Alan and his production team, then premiered on Adult Swim as part of the infomercial series. Both films use unique framing devices for their story, which act to confuse and intrigue the viewer right from the start of each film. Unedited Footage of a Bear's opening scene is exactly what it says. It's footage of a bear. The scene cuts to black after a few seconds and we see an advert for something called Claradrill. The idea of an advert playing midway through a film would break a viewer's immersion when done in any other context. With the film being hosted on YouTube, the advert can trick some viewers until the facade is slowly dropped as the advert turns into the film. Alan Resnick is known for this style of dropping the facade, using the medium and framing device for a film to mislead the audience. This House Has People in It, Alan Resnick's biggest project to date, is unique in the way anyone watching can interact with the film differently. The film itself is a 12-minute experimental piece where we follow a family's day through security cameras as things seem to become more and more unhinged. Where the film becomes more intriguing is when you look into the supposed company running the security cameras. It's from here that the medium of a sort of found footage film expands into a deep mystery with hours of footage, audio log and text documents hidden behind codes and messages in the main film. Projects like this are only possible now because of places like YouTube and the authorship of creators like Alan Resnick and Alex Bale who push the medium to its limits. Many of these indie creators have found unique ways to use their authorship across projects to create a unique feeling of interconnectivity between films without them being set in the same universe. Alex Bale's new project, Don't Feed the Muse, has enough links and references to his other project, Pizza Time Pizza, that an argument can be made for the films being connected in some way. Similarly, Alan Resnick mentions Lynx disease in Unedited Footage of a Bear, This House Has People in It, and his series, Alan Tutorial, using the fake disease as a bridge between the themes of each project, as well as a subtle nod to the audience. This kind of involvement from an author would be impossible in most Hollywood settings, but in an indie space, it's used to expand the depth and meaning of a film.
And only by following his teachings can we ascend to the highest level.
Places like YouTube allow for new forms of audience involvement with a project. Early YouTube ARGs, augmented reality games, let viewers decide parts of the story by solving puzzles and finding hidden details, actually rewarding the viewers for enjoying the project. A modern version of this is the work of Kyle Edward Ball, a filmmaker on YouTube who creates short horror projects with a VHS style to them. What makes his early work unique is that Kyle asked viewers to share with him their nightmares, which he then turned into short films. All of his films have been made by him with help from some friends, and yet he was able to create terrifying films because he used people's real fears in a way industry horror films seem to be unable to recreate. But what happens when a creator like Kyle moves away from indie platforms and into the industry? Skinamarink originally started as another short film by Kyle Edward Bale, but struck a nerve with audiences when he created a feature-length version of the project on a £15,000 budget. The feature-length version kept the style of a nightmare projected directly into film, despite being bigger than anything Kyle's worked on. It seems that starting on YouTube, with the high amount of creative control that brings, is what allows creators like Kyle Edward Bale and Kane Pixels to develop unique and groundbreaking styles. Kane Pixels, creator of the YouTube Backroom series, also started as a solo creator, making projects for the internet, and now, industry darling A24 has hired him to make a feature-length version of his Backroom series. It seems now that YouTube's prevalence is able to boost these creators to new heights by making authorship a key focus of the platform. Only time will tell how authorship in the age of internet-based cinema will evolve and change, but it's clear that giving creators more power over their own projects always leads to new ideas and innovation in the film industry.
These things happen. I'm just moving on.
Folks, we live in a very spooky style world. No one's gonna do it for you, but all you have to do is take that first step, reach for that sweet, sweet fruit, and make nothing else you ever do ever matter.
If you would like to live forever as you are now, visit our website at www.liveforeverasyouare